traditional HMIs are kind of like this, a tabbed layout or a button layout for navigation. So they have finite screens that are developed. There's a whole array of software that are used to develop HMIs. There's Wonderware, Indusoft, Rockwell has a panel, Factory Talk. There's 1.5 million out there. But all the ones out there for laying out, you have defined screens, you have your HMI tags, and then you have to draw everything. And if you have multiple, for instance, for graphics, really, if you have to draw the overview, then you have to redraw everything for a specific zoomed in area of the conveyors if you wanted to show specific detail. So you have to replicate this multiple times, replicate this information multiple times, because there's no way of really tying it together. So that was kind of a driving force behind creating ZOE. So, we had the Dannon HMI, which I know Michael has seen. And in that HMI, so before ZOE, we had what was called the Escada HMI. Escada was kind of the overall arching package, and we had an HMI involved with that. It was also in Rebel. Previous iterations had other programming languages that it was, there was web-based, there was other different languages that we had it in, but we settled on Rebel. And in Rebel, there was a Reb GUI that allowed us to draw HMI like this. This was the Escada HMI. And it was really hard to edit. It was really slow to start up. There was a bunch of problems that, the engineering time was really, there's quite a bit of engineering time to edit anything, because you had to, manually adjust the coordinates and then close and open the HMI, and, it just wasn't flexible. So we started brainstorming, what's a better idea? What's a better way to do this? And we thought it would be really cool if we could just zoom and pan anywhere and have an unlimited canvas, or an infinite canvas, as we call it. So this infinite canvas allows us to only draw or only put the widgets and the information in there once. And then the operators can zoom and pan anywhere that's needed. And another great thing is expanding this to fit the customer's needs. It's kind of unlimited. We can put their whole plant in there, or we could just put a small part of their plant. It really doesn't matter to us because we have unlimited space to work with. Now, of course, there is driving factors of performance, and the way we handle data, and we've got to be smart about how we do that so that we can have larger and larger systems. But as far as being able to draw it and put it in there, anything is possible. Another key thing is this is our in-house product. So anything that needs to be developed for ZOE, obviously goes through me, but it's, we can change, we can edit. If there's bugs, we can fix it. If you're working with an Indusoft or a Wonderware, you're limited by whatever their product has. So that's a huge advantage of ZOE. If a customer has a need, we can more or less fit it, especially if they're willing to pay. So it was first introduced at 2014 Modex trade show. So it's only 5 years old now. So it's come a long way. When it was first introduced at Modex, everything was kind of hard coded, hand coded to make it work. Now it's a lot more user friendly. We're constantly working on iterating things to make it the HMI a little more user friendly and faster to put together.